Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all? I hope you all are fine with the grace of Almighty Allah. So welcome to Scaling Network activity 2.2.2.4. So in this activity it is related to our troubleshooting inter-VLAN routing. So troubleshooting is very important. So if you are working in a production network, so you should learn how you can troubleshoot, so which approach you need to adopt. So there is a complete one chapter number 10. So it's related to troubleshooting. Okay, so we will learn in detail, so what are the troubleshooting approaches we have, what is a top down approach, bottom up approach. So today we will learn about how you can troubleshoot a simple issue if you are working in any production network. In this activity, this packet tracer activity, the objective of this activity is locate a network problem. So where is the problem? Part 1 we try to identify the network problem. So in part 2, okay, once we identify all the problem, because here we have the problem and we need to write a solution in the part 1. Okay, so in part 2 we will implement, so we will write our solution to those problem. Okay, we try to remove those problem. Okay, then in the third we will verify the network connectivity, so the network is working in a proper way or not. Okay, so let us start in this activity. In this activity you will troubleshoot the connectivity problem. So what is the connectivity problem? We will see, can we ping from here to default gateway, or from this PC to this PC, can we ping? So this is the connectivity problem. So maybe this connectivity problem, how this connectivity problem came? So maybe it caused by improper configuration, or maybe it is related to some VLANs or inter-VLAN routing problem, because this is a very simple topology. So there might be a improper configuration, there might be a VLANs or inter-VLANs routing misconfiguration. Okay, so we will check step by step. So what step we need to follow first? So if you need to know, so what step we need to follow, so first of all we will see part 1. So in the part 1, so I will open this one, the PDF, so the font is good enough, so at least we can see. So what is our part 1? So the part 1, examine the network and locate the source of any connectivity issue. So this is the thing. So first you need to test the connectivity and use the necessary show command to verify the configuration. Okay, so the part 1, so we will follow step by step and list all of the problem and possible solution in the document table. So we will write the problems. What is our first problem? What is the solution? Okay, so you need to fill this table. Okay, so now let me start from bottom up approach. So we will start from the PC and we will go step by step. So where is the issue? First we try to ping from PC to default gateway, if it is working or not, and we will also check the IP addresses. Okay, so we will go to the desktop command prompt. I will just type simple IP config. Okay, config, IP config, sorry, config, IP config. So my IP address is 10.10 and my default gateway is 10.1. Okay, so please always check if you are troubleshooting. So first you need to check what is the IP address of your PC and what is the default gateway and subnet mask. So we will check one by one. Okay, now where is the IP addressing table? So this is our IP addressing table. So PC1, if you will go to the PC1, I will bring it here, at least you can easily check. So what is the IP address of PC1? 172.168.10.10. so 10.10. so IP address is same, subnet mask is also 255.255.255. okay, and what about the default gateway? Yes, 10.1. so here also we have 10.1. PC1, the configuration is correct, the IP configuration is correct. So now we need to go to the PC2 and we also need to check the IP addresses. So this is our first step. Always check from IP addressing, then move step by step. Okay, config, IP config. Okay, so now here again I need to open this one. Okay, now this PC3, if you will come to this is our PC3. Okay, just 1 minute, I will bring PC3 here. Okay, so PC3 IP this one I will put it on the top. Okay, so if you will see here, this is our PC3, the IP address is 30.10. okay, and but here the IP address is 30.10. this is correct. Subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. again we have the same subnet mask, no issue. So the default gateway is 172.17.10.1. okay, can we check here what is the default gateway for this PC3 in the addressing table? If you will see 30.1, 172.17.30.1, but here default gateway is misconfigured, so here it configured 10.1. so it means the problem is, we identify the first problem. okay, so we identify the first problem is default gateway issue. So PC3 is configured with the wrong default gateway address. okay, so what is the problem now? PC3 is configured with wrong default gateway address. If you will see, this is 30.1 based on the addressing table, but here we have 10.1, so it means it should be based on the addressing table. So where is the problem? Wrong default gateway address is the problem with PC3. if you will see PC3, so first we need to mention in the step 1 we try to identify the problem and we will also give the solution at the end. Then we need, so this is my document table. In the document table, so 1 minute, so we will go here. So the problem is, the first problem is PC3 is configured with the wrong default gateway address, and the solution. So what is the solution? So the solution is we need to change the IP address. So change the default gateway on PC3. okay, so this is our solution. So you need to write in the same way, PC3 from, so what was the IP address? So this was the IP address. okay, so based on, so this is the IP default gateway, it should be, so basically it is 10.1. so we need to change the default gateway on PC3 from this to 30.1. so based on the addressing table, if you will come and you will see, so based on the addressing table, so you need to change the IP address 30.1. so we have to change. okay, so this is a solution. So PC3 is configured with wrong default gateway address, and we have to change the default gateway on PC3 from this address, because if you will see, come and see here, so this is the IP address, it is configured, you can see 10.1. so we need to change 10.1 to 30.1. so first we try to document, and then in the next step we will change, we will bring these changes. okay, now so the second step is, so our PC configuration is finished. okay, and we will do the changes later on. So the second step, what we need to do, so we finish the PC, now we need to go to the switch, because this is the second step. okay, first step is your PC. Step number 2, change the so we need to check the port assigned to each VLAN. so we have VLAN 10 and VLAN 30. so the first thing we will check the port number. okay, so what port has been assigned to each VLANs. okay, so how we can do, show VLAN brief. so if you will type here show VLAN brief, so we need to check VLAN 6 and VLAN, sorry, port number 6 and port number 11. so port number 6 assigned to VLAN 30 and port number 11 assigned to VLAN 10. okay, so it is 11 to VLAN 10, yes it is correct, and 6 to VLAN 30, so it is correct. So we write show VLAN brief and we did not find any mistake, so it is correct, so no need to change. okay, it is correct. So first, the second thing what we need to do, so we need to check the trunk link, the link between switch 1 to router 1, it should be a trunk. So we need to check whether the link is trunk or not. So we need to check the second part of step number 2. So show interface trunk. okay, so do we have interface, any interface is trunk? No, so we don't have the interface trunk here. So this gigabit should be gigabit 01 should be a trunk. So it means this interface is not a trunk. So we will try to show run configuration and we will see what is the status of this interface gigabit 01. So if you will come down, you will see gigabit 01. This is the thing you can see. Interface gigabit 01 is switch port mode access. It is in the access mode. So the link between switch to the router, it should be a trunk. So but in our configuration, it is in this configuration it is written switch port mode access. So it's a wrong configuration. So what we need to do, interface gigabit 01 on switch 1 is configured as a access port instead of trunk port. So switch port mode we configure because it is configured wrongly. Okay, so it is configured as a switch port. So we will write here the problem number 2. So interface, so what is the interface? Interface gigabit 01. Okay, so gigabit 0/1. okay, in switch 1, sorry, on switch 1, switch 1 is configured as a switch port mode access instead of trunk okay. So the solution is, so what is the solution? The solution is change so use the command switch port mode trunk to change the interface from access mode to trunk mode. So we will change switch port mode trunk. Okay, switch port mode trunk. Okay, so use the command. So we will use this command. Okay, we use the command switch port mode trunk to change the interface, from access to trunk mode. Okay, trunk mode. So the mode, so we will use this command. Okay, this is the second problem and this is the solution. Okay, now come to the another point. So this is another issue. Now we find the issue here. So now we will go to the next level. Okay, so step number 3. So what we need to do, so because we finish step 1, the PC's configuration. Okay, IP addresses, subnet mask, default gateway we check and we identify the problem. Second step, we check the switch configuration. Okay, and we identify this problem. Okay, the problem was gigabit 01. Okay, it was misconfigured. Okay, it should be trunk, not access. Now we will go to the next level. We will see is there any other issue. So we'll go to the router configuration, because this is the last step we are going to. We try to find out the issue in the router. Is there any issue in the router? So first, what we need to check the check and verify the router configuration. First of all, check the IP addresses of the interfaces. Show IP interface brief. Okay, so if you will come and see the IP addresses and the other things, let me organize and I will show you with the help of, yes, okay, I think this is the one. Okay, I will show you now. So if you will see gigabit 01 172.17.10.1, okay, the IP address is correct. If you will see PC1 belong to VLAN 10, the VLAN 10 is 10.1, default gateway is 10.1. okay, and 0.1.30, 30.1 default gateway is 30.1. so IP addressing on these sub interfaces is correct. So the problem here, it is okay, method is manual, but status is administratively down. You can see the status is administratively down. Okay, if you will come and see you here, so this is administratively down, gigabit 0, these two interfaces. Okay, so the second one, if you will see 30.1.30, the status is up and this is up, but here the status is administratively down. Okay, so now the problem with gigabit 01 physical interface is up, but gigabit 0.10 sub interface is administratively down. You can see it is administratively down. Gigabit 0/10 is administratively down. So this one is administratively down. Okay, so we need to type the problem here. So the problem is interface, and the gigabit 0/1 physical interface physical interface is up, but gigabit 0/1.10 sub-interface is administratively down. So this is our problem. This is the second problem. Okay, physical interface is up, but gigabit 0/10 interface is down. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to implement no shutdown command. Okay, so implement no shutdown command. Okay, so you need to write no shutdown command. Okay, so this is no shutdown command, so you need to write this command. So the second thing is, so we need to implement no shutdown command to enable gigabit 0/1.10 sub interface. Okay, so how you can just write no shutdown command. Okay, so we will write. So now the second step is further go to the step number 4, go to the router 4. So do we need to check some other misconfiguration in the router? Yes, we check the sub interfaces and it was administratively down here. So we need to check the IP. We already checked. Now we need to write show run configuration. Okay, so we will see. So here gigabit 0/10, if you will see here, there is some misconfiguration here. If you will see gigabit 0/1.10, so it should be for VLAN 10. You can see the IP address is here. So it should belong to VLAN 10, not VLAN 30. So this is you can see encapsulation .1q. This is the issue. You can see here. So this sub interface VLAN assignment on the router for encapsulation .1q, there is an issue with this one. Okay, and we will write encapsulation .1q VLAN number 10. This is not VLAN 30. Same is the case with sub interface gigabit 0.30. So this is again a problem. So it is not encapsulation .1q VLAN 10, it's a VLAN 30. So interchangeable. You can see this is a misconfiguration. So this sub interface. So we will remove encapsulation .1q.10 on sub interface gigabit 0/1.30, and from here we will remove this one. Okay, so if you will remove encapsulation, automatically this will be deleted. I will show you why. Because if you are going to remove encapsulation .1q VLAN number 30, so this IP address automatically will be removed, will be deleted from this interface. So at the end we need to also enter the IP addresses. So we will enter two things. So .1q information encapsulation plus the IP addresses. Okay, and the same is case with this sub interface. Okay, so what is the problem now? The problem is, now we'll see what the problem is. Sub interface. So the problem is sub interface VLAN assignments are misconfigured on router 1. So what is the solution? The solution, we can write issue the no encapsulation .1q command to remove the incorrect configuration. Then configure the sub interface with the correct encapsulation .1q VLAN number. Okay, command and re-enter the correct IP address information. So we will do now. So this is the problem. You need to write problem and solution. Okay, now in step number, so we identify the problem. Okay, in the part 2 we need to implement the solution. So the part 1 we identify the problem, you can see, and part 2 we need to implement the solution. So whatever the problem we identify, so we'll check one by one, and we already seen the problem, and now we will implement the solution. So part 2, implement the solution, make changes according to your recommendation solution. So this is the problem and these are the solution we have recommended. Okay, so now we will go step by step and we will see problem number 1, step number 1 of 3. Okay, so the problem was default gateway problem. Okay, so the IP should be, what should be the IP here? If you will see the PC3, so PC3, this should be the 30.1. You can see this is 30.1. So here we have 10.1. So we will just change 30.1. Okay, so 30.1. This problem is solved. Okay, so the first issue, the IP addressing issue with the PC, it has been sorted out. Now the second step, step 2, we check the trunk link. Okay, so the trunk link gigabit 01, the trunk link is not configured. Gigabit 01 is access. Okay, so what we will do, we will change to trunk. Okay, configure terminal interface gigabit 0/1. You can see, so we will write switch port mode trunk. This is the command we need to write. And now if you will come and see show interface trunk, you can see here now gigabit 01 is trunk. The trunking is enabled on gigabit 01. Okay, so we correct this configuration. We find the problem here. So what was the problem? So administratively down. If you will come and you will see here, the third problem was, so gigabit 01 physical interface is up, but gigabit 0/1.10 sub interface is administratively down. So gigabit 0/10 is shut down. You can see. So we will go to this interface. Okay, and configure terminal sub interface this, we write no shutdown. Okay, this is the issue. So the second problem was, so encapsulation issue. If you will come and you will see here, so that the problem was encapsulation .1q. It is not VLAN 30, it is VLAN 10. Based on our addressing VLAN addressing table, or based on our requirement, it should be VLAN 10, not VLAN 30. So what we will do, we will remove. Okay, so we'll write no encapsulation. So no encapsulation .1q 30. Okay, so .1q, simply if you will type, yeah, it will work. So now what we need to write, so we need to write encapsulation .1q VLAN 10. Okay, so this is not 30, this is VLAN 10. Okay, so we need to remove from the other sub interface, then we will do it. Okay, so exit and sub interface 30, and we write encapsulation, sorry, no encapsulation .1q. Okay, if you will see here, do show run. Okay, I will show do show run. If you will see here, gigabit interface gigabit 0/10, you can see no IP addressing and no IP addressing. So first we will write this gigabit 0 interface encapsulation .1q, and then we will write the IP address and subnet mask. Okay, so I'm already in this interface. First I will write the gigabit 0/1.30 encapsulation .1q VLAN 30 and IP address. Then I will move to gigabit 0/10. Okay, so I'm already on this interface. Okay, I'm already in this interface. So the other interface I will go later on. Okay, so encapsulation .1q. So what is this one? The VLAN number is 30. Okay, so IP address. So what is the IP address here? So if you will come and you will see the IP addressing here. What is the IP address of gigabit 0/10? 30. So the IP address is this one. Okay, so this is the IP address. Let me copy. I cannot copy from here. Okay, and I will go to this one, and let me copy from here. Okay, okay, now it has been copied. Let me paste here 30.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. okay, and we will write what we need to write after that. No shutdown if you write. Okay, okay, but it's already off. Okay, the second thing is exit. Now we need to go to this interface, sub interface. Okay, I will just write sub interface, this one, IP address. Okay, so what is the IP address? I will quickly go and copy the IP address of this interface. Okay, IP address 255.255.255.0 subnet mask, and 255.25 IP address. Okay, configure IP routing. Okay, first we need to, what we need to do, interface this encapsulation. First we need to write encapsulation .1q. so VLAN number is 30. Okay, now we need to write IP address. Okay, so now it is done. Write no shutdown, finished. Okay, so now write show run, and you can check the show run. You can see here now we change the configuration. So VLAN 10, if you will see VLAN 10, this is the encapsulation .1q VLAN number 10, and this is the IP address based on the addressing table. The second thing for subinterface VLAN, sorry, subinterface .30, you can see the encapsulation .1q 30 IP address. This is the IP address. So we have done. Okay, now what is the next step? We can go and see our last step. So verify the network connectivity. So verify the PC can ping to the other PC and router 1, we will see. Okay, so this PC can ping to this PC. We will go and check this one. Okay, let me, so this is the IP address 30.10. okay, I will copy this one. I will ping from here. Okay, command prompt ping. So we will see it is working with 30.10 or not. So request time out, you can see now it is working fine. So we will also check, so 10.1, it is working with 10.1 or not. So we can see you can see now ping is working fine. So this activity is finished now. So we have done all the things. So we also verify the PC, it can ping from router 1, so PC to router and PC to PCs. Okay, if you will see the rubric here, solution, you can see the completion is 60 out of 60. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.